This is the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, stretching between the two bustling cities of Minneapolis and St. Paul. The University of Minnesota contains four other major campuses, making it one of the largest campuses in the United States of America. Founded in 1851, this university is among the state's most prestigious research institutions. The university is comprised of 51,000 students, and around 7,000 of those are international students from over 135 different countries. With an almost endless stream of majors and career paths, this university is a hotbed for students looking to get the Big Ten experience along with a solid college education. In the recent years, the university has seen a large influx of international enrollment. The most significant push factors for the international students are the excellent academic programs within the university, the career-minded learning opportunities, the specialized libraries and resources, and the advanced level English language programs. Although there is a large international makeup, demographically, the University of Minnesota is proximate to national averages, with the majority of its students being of Caucasian descent. This demographic difference creates many social and integrative barriers for the international students. To further investigate the implications of these social barriers, we met up with three international students and inquired about the different social, cultural, and sometimes economic challenges they faced. First up, we interviewed Laura. Laura is a native of Recife, Brazil. Recife is the capital of Brazil's northeastern state of Pernambuco. This is Laura. She's studying at the University School of Journalism. She enjoys spending time with her friends, going to the movies, and writing.
My name is Laura. I'm from Recife. It's a city in the northeastern part of Brazil. Great. I've been meeting a lot of different and interesting people from all over the world and learning about their cultures. It's been great so far. The biggest challenge was being by myself without my family in a foreign country, because the US is very different from Brazil. A lot of people do things that I don't understand. I didn't understand at first, and now I do, but before it was very challenging for me to try to be like them and try to adjust to the culture. At first I did. I really wanted to find the other Brazilians and talk to them, but that was very hard. I could only find them after 3 months. I know that there's a Latin American community in the U, and there's a living learning community too, but I did not want to go there because the great majority of those people are probably Spanish speaking, and I'm not. And I also wanted to meet people from other places, not just Latin America. So that's why I chose SCB. In terms of greeting, I think it's pretty similar. We do say hi and good morning, just like here. But one thing I noticed is that people here are nice too, just like in my city. But just because they're nice, it doesn't mean that they want to be your friends. Something that in my city I kind of thought was the opposite.
Next, we have Nikhil. Nikhil is from the city-state of Singapore. Once routinely criticized for being dull, Singapore has reinvented itself as one of Southeast Asia's most modern and dynamic cities, milling together a mass of different cultures, cuisines, and architectural styles.
My name is Nikhil. I'm from Singapore. I chose the University of Minnesota because I wanted a new experience outside home to where I can live and experience life as I would be overseas. I kind of found myself trying to spread my boundaries. So there aren't actually that many Singaporeans here. It's only about 15 of us, including grad students. So generally there isn't a chance. There's a very small chance where I would meet another Singaporean. So I guess because of that, I had to make more international friends. I guess the biggest difficulty is kind of language, because even though we might both be speaking English, many people here might be like, you're not gonna speak like me, so I'm not gonna bother trying to understand you, or I'm gonna be really rude when I ask clarification, which well, it's just something you gotta get used to, I guess.
And finally, we have Sword. Sword is from Oman, a nation on the Arabian Peninsula. This nation has terrain encompassing desert, riverbed oases, and long coastlines on the Persian Gulf, Arabian Sea, and Gulf of Oman. Sword is an Omani ESL student whose interests include writing his own music, watching WWE, and consuming excessive amounts of food. Here's what he had to say about his international experience.
My name is Muhammad Al-Zijali, but you can call me Sword. The meaning of my name is Muhammad is sword which have been made by an Indian iron. So everybody here started calling me Sword. Yeah, that's why. Because I applied immediately here in Middlebrook, and since there was like not much of people from my community here, but in classes or outside, I was attracted more to people from my community because I felt a bit like more comfortable to like with them. When I first came, it was just like they know how to react to me and I know how to react to them. It's just like about communication. I know how to communicate with people from my own country, and I didn't know how to communicate with like people from like most of the other countries. So that's why it's just like matter of like easy communication. Because like when I first came here, I was like in doubt. Like I don't know how people would react to me or like what to say to them. So it's just like it's a matter of time. You just like adapt with it or like learn how to live with it. But since like after as time went by and like I met Americans, I met people from other countries like Japanese people, Chinese, some Europeans, some Latin Americans, and I start feeling more comfortable, and now I can like talk with anybody here.
All these insights have revealed that the university still has a long way to go before their international students truly feel welcomed and are able to successfully transition into the university. Although this is the case, it's evident that the university has done a much better job than other similar institutions.